Okay, so what is it that you're really after as a top sales manager and somebody who wants to achieve sort of sales management mastery through the Academy program here? Well, I'd be willing to bet that one of the main reasons why you decided to sign up for this program and decided to go through the entire course load here is because you wanted to produce top sales results. I mean, that's really sort of the bottom line with everything. And how do you actually go about doing it? By getting the results through others, like we talked in the introductory section. So you really want to draw out the best from your salespeople. That's really how you do this, how you get these top sales results. And that way you get them to achieve great things as salespeople. And if you can do that, you get a whole lot as well. I mean, you think about what's in it for you here. Obviously, there's a payoff for you as well. It's not just always about them, but there's big bonus checks for you. There's top rankings. There's bragging rights to your peers, as well as to your competition. And maybe even a shot at a promotion or two. Maybe you want to be a vice president. Maybe you want to be some level above where you're at right now within the sales department and maybe outside of the sales department. But, so here's the dilemma though. There's no way to do all this by just learning one or two individual things. And I think with most of you, you've probably gotten tips and techniques over the course of the last weeks and months from yours truly about specifically how to establish trust and also little techniques in which to get the best out of your salespeople, which give you a little bit of an idea as to what we're all about here at the Academy. But you can't just sort of cobble all that stuff together in one or two individual pieces because you end up sort of having a very fragmented approach. But you can learn these tips and techniques from a bunch of different sources, and you can try to put them all together to achieve big things as a sales manager. And this is probably what you've been doing until you finally stumbled upon this program. I'm glad that you finally did because I think you've come to the right place to get you the results that you're looking for. But anyway, the fragmented approach to improving your effectiveness is doomed for failure because it's so hard to form a cohesive style and approach if you're trying to do things from a bunch of different styles. So, I mean, one of the things that we talk about here a lot throughout all the course material is just being yourself and doing things the way that you think that they should be done. Because if you try and do them the way that somebody else does them, whether it's me or your boss or someone else, then you just end up sort of looking, not real to your people. And that ends up sort of undermining your authority and undermining your leadership. But if you try and sort of form this cohesive approach with all these individual things, and then you try the techniques and you figure out which ones work and which ones don't, this takes a lot of time. I mean, this is, how I first sort of stumbled upon a lot of the individual ideas here is that I learned them and I tried them by trial and error. As I probably told you throughout, some of the stuff that we've talked about previously, when I first started, I was an absolutely awful sales manager. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And, my first 3 quarters, I was ranked last in the country, and it was just a terrible time for me. And I was really thinking that I was way over my head. I mean, I just remember those times, unfortunately, and I start to feel sick in my stomach because it was so uncomfortable. And I had, a bunch of veteran salespeople, and they were just like, who is this new kid? He might have been a hotshot sales rep, but, he stinks as a manager. And, cause I was approaching it all wrong. I was trying to do it the way that I thought it should be done instead of the way that I would do it in my own style. And so once I sort of figured that out by trial and error, and over years and years to finally sort of hone it, then it really became very, very effective. So that's my hope here too for you. I mean, your advantage here is that it's all in one place and you don't have to go to, the stack of books that I keep in my office. It's probably about 20 of them on the floor and there's another 30 of them that are on the shelves. Not to mention tapes and videos and all kinds of stuff that my wife always makes fun of me about. But, that was the stuff that I cobbled together through those years. So it's all right here, right now. And all I'm saying is that take that and, this is specifically geared towards sales managers and not just managers or leaders. It's towards you. You are a sales manager. And that's what this course is all about, is helping you as a sales manager get the best out of your people so you can reap the rewards on your own. So anyway, if you wanted to find all these answers on your own, it would take a tremendous amount of time. And, that's not the type of thing that you have right now. And, dare I say, I mean, that stack of, 20 books that's sitting on the floor and the other 30 that are on the shelf. Actually, I'm thinking of another shelf that I have at my house, which is another 10 or 15. So there's a lot of books there. And that's thousands of dollars worth of material. So it's expensive and it takes time for you to find all that. So the thing is that you can't learn all the top sales management techniques you need to learn in isolation of each other, because they'll only give you moderately successful outcomes. What you really have to do is you need to devour each component in an organized fashion, sort of in relation to how it fits with all the other concepts. And that's why, there's this continuity kind of program here in 12 individual courses. And that's the idea, is so that you learn it sort of in bite-sized chunks, but each part relates to the next one, and each part sort of builds on the next. And, by the end of course 12, you should really have devoured a lot of concepts and sort of see how they all relate to each other. And that's really what our goal was here at the Sales Management Mastery Academy, is to put all that together for you. So this is the reason, really, in essence, why I put together this whole thing in the first place, is that so you can get all the elements of top sales management all together in a singular cohesive program. And, with each element interdependent of each other. That's not independent of each other. That means like not really caring about the other thing, but they're interdependent, meaning that course 1 relates to course 2 relates to course 3, course 4 to course 3, and then that relates to 1, 2, and 3, and it sort of all goes forward from there. And that's how you become a great sales leader and a great sales motivator, is that you start using all these concepts and ideas and tips and techniques sort of, in a cohesive manner. So as you might have already guessed, if you wanted to find all the answers yourself, that would take a lot of time. Like I said before, I guess I'm probably repeating myself here, but, all the answers to the sales manager questions you have, interested in getting, answered. I mean, it's going to take you, a lot of time, but it's also going to take you a lot of money to sort of gather all those resources. So now you've got this one place, that you can go to get exactly the kind of help that you need, at the click of a mouse, and really with 24 hours a day, and it's 7 days a week, and it gives you all the resources you need, as well as probably a lot that you probably never even thought that you might need, to propel your team's sales to unheard of heights. And that's what we tried to do here at the Sales Management Mastery Academy. So the bottom line with this particular segment is, top sales results are what you're after, but you have to sort of look at this whole thing in a holistic way. And that's not a sales pitch for me. I mean, I guess you've already bought the program, so it doesn't necessarily matter. But I mean, the point is that in order to get the most out of course 1, for example, you really need to incorporate course 1 into course 12, and vice versa. Let's say with course 8 and course 3, I mean, they all relate to each other, and that's why it's in this whole compendium. And like I'll mention in the next section, we'll go through a lot of the things that we've put together here in order to help you optimize the learnings so that you make them a part of your own style, so that you can get ultimately what you want out of the program, as well as get what you want out of your salespeople.